So we're going down self-control. The Greek word for this is enkratia. Again, there's that Greek word for you today. Key principles of self-control are this. Is one, self-control helps us to align with God's will, not ours. Another thing is self-control helps us to resist temptation. In fact, it says right in the Bible that God will not give us more than we can handle. And now some of us are right now going, man, I'm having a lot to handle right now. I'm walking through a lot. It also says in James that if we turn to God, the devil will flee from us. So that means as we're being tempted with whatever that temptation is, if we turn to God instead of turning the other way, the devil will flee from us. The temptation, the desire will go away from us. So it will help us to resist temptation. It helps us to practice patience. Anybody here like patience? That's another fruit of the Spirit. Did y'all know that? Patience. I've often heard it said that we should not pray for patience. Well, the fact is, whether you pray for patience or not, you're going to have plenty of opportunities in life to develop patience. It doesn't matter if you pray for it or not. It's going to happen. That's just the way of our world. So self-control helps us to have more patience instead of less patience. Self-control also helps us to practice godliness. By the way, that's another word that's coming up. Self-control helps us to be more like God. And self-control is essential to our faith. It's an English term. And so in the New Testament, refers to an outward focused control, not just a willpower. But see, this is something that written in the New Testament that focuses being empowered by Christ alone. Not by you, not by, your Best Help podcast that you can turn on and listen to. Not by your counselor that's walking you through life, and those people are good to have. But the only way we truly develop self-control is with the power of Jesus Christ in our lives. That's the Holy Spirit. Nothing else. In fact, we see here, self-control does a couple things. Self-control gives us protection and order. And so the book of Proverbs likens a man without self-control to a city that is broken into and left without walls. That means there's no protection on that person. Emphasizing that self-control is a protection for the soul and provides stability. You know, one of the things that I believe that's missing from so many people's lives on earth is a stable environment to just be who they are and to live life. That phrase that I just used does not mean that we will have a cakewalk through life. But when things in my life are stable, then I'm able to make good, wise choices and decisions based on God's truth for the circumstances and the situations that I'm facing. So protection and order are important. Holiness, self-control is essential for living a holy life and for abstaining from sexual immorality, as Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians 6:12. Self-control is important for all of those areas. In our world today, we are bombarded more today sexually than any other generation before them. All you have to do is turn on the radio. All you have to do is turn on a TV. Even with apps, there's ads that pop up. If it's cable TV, there are ads that pop up. The movies that are made, the way people are dressed, the way clothing is designed, all of those things lead to potentially sexual immorality. We have to have self-control to say no to those things. There are more people today that are caught by the pornography trap than most other things, addictions. And pornography does nothing but destroy lives. It does nothing but destroy families. And it does nothing but destroy communities in our world that we live in. We must have self-control in our life. And self-control gives us the opportunity to say no to those things. Self-control helps us to be a witness to others. By exercising self-control, we can display God's power and character to the world.